Looking at trending news across the pond, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak announcing this morning that his government plans to ban younger generations from ever buying cigarettes. They plan to do this by gradually raising the age to legally purchase packs from stores so that today's 14-year-olds will never be legally sold a cigarette. People on both sides of the issue are making their voices heard online today.
We must tackle the single biggest entirely preventable cause of ill health, disability and death, and that is smoking.
If passed into law, the smoking age would rise by 1 year every year, potentially phasing out smoking among young people by 2040.
That means a 14-year-old today will never legally be sold a cigarette, and that they and their generation can grow up smoke-free.
UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak made the proposal this morning at the Conservative Party conference. He says smoking currently costs Britain's health services £17 billion a year. That's $28 billion in Canadian dollars. The reaction has been mixed among government officials.
As a Conservative, we're not necessarily always wanting the nanny state, quite the opposite. But maybe this is one of the situations where we can say it is for the public good. And particularly if current smokers are saying as well they wish they'd never started and they can't stop, then maybe it's feeding into that argument as well.
I think it's very clever the way that it's being done, by stopping people starting to smoke rather than trying to stop smokers, which I don't think you could do. You know, I believe in freedom.
I don't think it'll work. No, I think they'll reach an age level and then they won't do any adding on of the years. I think it's quite sensible to try and persuade people not to smoke. But I don't think you'll find that 58-year-olds will be banned from buying cigarettes.
The tobacco industry has also criticized the proposal, calling it a disproportionate attack on adults' rights, and saying it opens up the door for the black market to sell illegal products. Sunak says the government is also looking at tightening up regulations around kids and vaping.
1 in 5 children have used vapes. We must act before it becomes endemic. So we will also bring forward measures to restrict the availability of vapes to our children, looking at flavours, packaging, displays and disposable vapes.
The PM also wants lawmakers to vote however they like on the proposal rather than along party lines. If passed, the UK would become the first country to follow New Zealand's lead on this, that nation announcing a similar plan last year.